to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides know that.
Well, it certainly feels that way.
Yes, so while these boys are going to approach this game with their professional hats on, circumstances will extract the aggression.
So we're up and running. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Can he spark a counter here? Camavinga. Camavinga! Goal, France! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 8 minutes de jeu. Le numéro 6.
So, a breakthrough already. That's a good ball out wide. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Pedri. Now the delivery. He's rising! No, not the best of headers. Koundé. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. A probing pass, but that has not gone well. And it's with the keeper. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Morata. Well read, nice interception. That's a pretty loose pass. Grimaldo.
Spain really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter.
Shapes to shoot! And he couldn't finish.
Fabian Ruiz has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rabiot. He's a sharp little ball here. Hernandez. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Koundé with the clearance. Olise. And he's gone searching crossfield. That is good progress on the left. Now, can they get him away? And it's gone back to the keeper. Lenormand. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Yamal. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's Morata! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's picked out the run. It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Pedri. Looks to the other side.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
So what can they make of this? Mbappe! So no flag here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Foot in. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. It's a really well-measured ball. Hernandez goes sliding in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Dembele. Camavinga. Morata. Over to the right flank. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. France just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. France currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Can he get it through? And he's certainly onside here. So much time and space here. Oh, great leap! But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Koundé makes a move down the right. Fabian Ruiz. That's an imaginative pass. Spread neatly. And here's Morata. Spread out to the left.
There they go, hunting again.
Nico Williams has been caught there. It's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's a corner. Olise. France are looking to go forward now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread to the right. It's a... and a shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Kubasi. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Nico Williams has the space to scheme.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Morata. Now it's Yamal. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Attention, changement.
A formality. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's good running with the ball. Yamal. Morata. Plenty. Morata! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a...
Terrific save by Manuel! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
And it's Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. He leaps for it. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Changement.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Mbappe is herring after that one. Koundé, there's the crossfield ball. That'll be a throw. A heavy challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It's a searching pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's managed to get free. It's a goal kick. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Camavinga was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chouameni proves too strong. Pedri. He's looking to win it for them. Dani Olmo. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement en cours.
Mignon claims it, safe hands.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Il y aura 6 minutes de temps additionnel.
Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Nicely spread. Long ball looking to counter. Ferran Torres. Now it's Olise. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played out towards the right wing. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, didn't catch it right. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. 90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. That's been cut out, well played. The normal. He'll try from distance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Deftly away. Pedri. And it's made its way to him. Dani Olmo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Thuram. Now it's Doué. Looking for the run. Cucurella promptly onto that, and that is that. Kubasi.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Pedri. Into the channel.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oya tries a shot! It's run loose, and again! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Dani Olmo plays it short. And he's picked it up out wide. Chance to deliver. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oyarzabal receives it in a wide... Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. France are now down to 8 following the sending off.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's picked his way through. Doué. Doué's cross. And it is half-time in extra time.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît.
So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. France really could have done without this. And they've turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Spain leading now.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Al Kubasi cuts it out. Now this could be a chance. Picked out brilliantly, just the keeper in his way. And that was very necessary. And it's been taken short. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And he's done it again. Real chance! Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So now the difference is 3.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. Zubimendi. Spain clearly now in lead preservation mode. That's going wide left.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Oyarzabal. Knocks it into space. Skillfully. And that's it. France did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least.
Pedri! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Camavinga. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's Dembele. Rabiot.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Spread neatly. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, that's fabulous. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh no, what has happened here? It's run loose here. Saliba, still goalless. And that's been won straight back. Rabiot. Goes looking wide. Williams. Tries to cross. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Spain with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Pedri receives it in a shot at goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Pedri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Grimaldo. It's a promising position.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Chouameni.
France really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
15 minutes till half-time. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Camavinga. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he was quick to react. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Camavinga.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. The referee's awarded a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in. Now it's Williams. Chooses to go crossfield. Hernandez. Dembele. Pedro Porro has given away a free kick. Koundé calmly anticipates. Rabiot. Now it's Yamal. He came in hard, very hard. Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Koundé has been caught there, it's a foul. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Spain are down to 10 men. Upamecano. It's Camavinga. Nicely spread. And he's quick to return it. And the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, that has caused disappointment to some.
Big chance! And he's there to get it away. That's going right the way across. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The message is clear, none shall pass. Rabiot. Spain still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Looks a good ball through. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
And it's Pedri. Kubasi. Looking for the run. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. And he can thump it away. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
That's a good ball out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Attention, changement.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Saliba getting this one clear. And here's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Oh, that's nice. Rodri. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, off the bar! And one more try! A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
À leur place, le numéro 19. Le numéro 18. Changement.
Upamecano. Hernandez. And it's Guendouzi. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Dani Olmo. So we have further activity on the bench here. Barcola coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Dani Olmo receives it in a wide position. Nice control. And it's Pedri.
Spain are certainly...
Takes the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Koundé. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now this could be a chance. Pedri, it's a searching pass. He's found space here. And here's Marino, great chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Doué pinches it off him. And he cuts out the supply.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Looking for a run-up. And he gets rid in a hurry. 4 added minutes on the board. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Marino. Guendouzi. And Doué. Zaire Emery. And that will be the final act. Spain were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Spain going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, there may be nothing resting on it, Peter, but that's never going to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides know that.
Well, it certainly feels that way.
Yes, so while these boys are going to approach this game with their professional hats on, circumstances will extract the aggression.
We're up and running then. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. He's picked his way through. Showing great feet there. Threads one in. Dembele. And now the breakaway. That's a shade optimistic. Grimaldo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Tchouaméni with the short one. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Pedro Porro can clear it away. And it's Rabiot. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Pedri. Nico Williams bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Koundé ventures forward, aims beyond the defence, and it's made its way to him. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Grimaldo. Oh, it's Morata! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been hooked away. France are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. France have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. France have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Now it's Olise. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
He has found the way through. And this is Morata. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Shifted it to the flank. Nico Williams proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Grimaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. The ball goes in. Oh, good-looking ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Ruiz. Yamal. And the shot! Morata is flagged offside. Pedri. Well, that is one way to stop him. No, it's come to nothing. Spread to the right. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Olise. Pedri. Here's Rodri. Can he get on the end of this? Now he's got space here. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. He came in hard, very hard. And it's Grimaldo. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That looks a good cross. Nico Williams plays it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Nico Williams goes short. Oh, good climb! Crossed in once more. And the keeper beats it away. Pedri!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He's being urged to shoot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Chooses to go cross-field. Morata. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So straight it goes for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Ruiz. Oh, this looks sharp. No luck with that dink over the top. Pedro Porro calmly anticipates. Spain are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
That looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pedri. Oh no, this does not look good. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Grimaldo. Pedri. Laporte. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Toro. He is through here. He's shifting through the gears here. Morata. Real chance! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11. À sa place, le numéro 24. Attention, changement.
And he's gone searching crossfield. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Yamal finding himself in space. Pass somewhat off target. Dembele. He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's alert and sharp and very well.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets. And the game has liftoff. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Rabiot running with the ball. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Koundé is the guilty party there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14. À sa place, le numéro 18.
Laporte. Played out towards the right wing. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist. Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rodri. And it's Ruiz. And that's another good win of the ball.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That's a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 20. Changement.
That's going in strongly.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Laporte. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Dani Olmo. It's Pedri. He's looking wide. He's found a way through. Takes aim and crosses. In again.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, that's a Perez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Perez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, that's well spotted. Perez plays a sharp little ball here. Spread it left. And he's quick to return it. Fabian Ruiz has been caught there, it's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Olmo. Oh, it's a big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Nicely aimed pass. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Chouameni voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
France really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances. But you feel the rivalry.
Well, there may be nothing resting on it, Peter, but that's never going to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides know that.
Well, it certainly feels that way.
Yes, so while these boys are going to approach this game with their professional hats on, circumstances will extract the aggression.
We are just getting started. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Now it's Olise. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Dembele? Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Chouameni with the short one. Olise's cross. That's not going far. And now they can spring out of defence. Saliba. And it's Rabiot. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but He's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Lenormand has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Upamecano. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Spain, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Grimaldo, oh, he's taken it. And this is Rabiot. Looking for a corner. Spain are looking to go forward now. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Koundé. Chouameni. And it's been given away. Morata! Goal! Spain! A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Chouameni distributed tidily.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, great feat, that.
He might be in here! Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? Well, the clearance is short. Backward it goes. Now it's Olise. Grimaldo pokes it out wide. Dembele. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Showing good feet. And it's Grimaldo. Camavinga. Now it's Olise. Looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Spain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Koundé has it out wide and in space. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Big chance! Rodri attempts a clearance.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Lenormand with the foul. Dembele. Pedri. Nico Williams. Nico Williams scooting forward. And smartly reclaimed. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Dembele.
That's good play from him.
Mbappe! And that's a simple one for the keeper. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Spain coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Spain with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. And so the action is resumed. Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. A probing pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, shooting! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! France are back on level terms. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you...
That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Upamecano, Saliba, and it's Rabiot. Now it's Camavinga. That's a good ball out wide. He's found a way through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Here comes the towering header. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Camavinga, that ball looks a good one. He has found a way through. That's a good foot in there. Lenormand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's the chance to counter. Spain have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Spain are down to 10 men.
À sa place, le numéro 24. Changement en cours.
Upamecano. Now it's Mbappe. The muscular approach does pay off here. France have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
And it's Hernandez. Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in. Crosses it in, punched away. That's an excellent interception. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Ferran Torres. And Grimaldo. And it's lofted through here. Mbappe is flagged offside. Koundé. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's intervened well there. Chouameni.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's a quick ball upfield. Spain can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Shot could be on. Decent chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 20. Le numéro 19. Le numéro 18.
Chouameni.
Changement.
Chouameni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Dani Olmo making good progress on the right-hand side. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres proves just a little bit too strong. Barcola driving on and making good progress. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Another one of football's and how moments. A good play on the left-hand side here. He's shifting through the gears here. Ferran Torres. It's a good-looking delivery.
Spain clearly are.
He'll try from distance. Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Barcola. Pedro Porro carries the ball down the right. Not the most accurate pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough...
Oh, what a mistake! And it's Perez! That is decidedly lacking.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Zaire Emery. Oh, good spread. Doué. He's picked his way through. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Picked out brilliantly. And the finish! And again! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on...
The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, there may be nothing resting on it, Peter, but that's never going to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides know that.
Well, it certainly feels that way.
Yes, so while these boys...
And the shot! And he's heaved it away. Lovely, now then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pedri. And a chance! Marvellous goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Olise carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's neat. And it's Tchouaméni. Pass somewhat off target. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Fabian Ruiz.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Yamal. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Lenormand. Can he get on the end of this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's nice. And that has been cleared.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can they get him away? Tchouaméni can clear it away. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's gone backward here. That is a brilliant interception. Nico Williams. Knocks it out wide. Olise. Oh, that was vital.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He is through here. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And that has left him in a heap. He's got away. He's going all the way. Nico Williams tries a cross. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Ruiz. Rabiot.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is just caressing the ball. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Decent chance! Goal! France are back on level terms. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's picked his way through. Dembele. Rodri. And Yamal. Pedro Porro. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way past. Now it's... And the shot! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
France have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Laporte. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Oh, nice touch. And it's Camavinga. Just eases him off the ball. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Morata. And we've reached half-time. France have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. France leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And we are back underway. Le Normand gets it away. He's on it, can he get away? Nice control. Koundé. Now the ball in. And he's cut it out. Now it's Morata. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is Dembele! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
And he's gone looking for safety. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Rabiot. He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Rodri. Pedri. That's going wide left. That's going right the way across. Pedro Porro cuts it out. Rabiot. That's good running with the ball. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Chouameni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looks to the other side. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The normal. Now it's Williams. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Morata. Morata has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede.
Going for goal! Oh, crossbar! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Shifted it to the flank. That's been cut out, well played. Turns back here, probably the best option. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro providing an outlet on that flank. And he's managed to get free. Getting up there! Oh, it rattles the bar! Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
And he's tense it! And that's a sharp finish! Shot, surely!
Changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Caught offside that time. Good effort from distance. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Dembele. Tchouaméni has created. He's going for goal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
No, that was never going to make it. Rodri. And it's Pedri. Not the most accurate pass. Laporte. Rodri. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Changement en cours.
Spain making further changes here, and in quick succession. Mbappe tries a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Rodri. For Merino. Now it's Yamal. Showing great feet there. In with the challenge. Oh, easy pickings there. Laporte. Great vision.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Oh, it's Dembele. Rodri. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Raya clears without hesitation. And that has been slung wide. Yamal in acres of space out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And this is Morata. It's out for a goal kick. Oscar Mingueza. Oh no, this does not look good. And oh, a gilt-edged chance! No mess. And we're done. France have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Mbappe gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.